Matt Ashelman here with Heritage Tractor, and we've got a beautiful day on tap. We're going to take advantage of that to walk around and show you guys up close and personal the changes to John Deere's new XUV 800 series Gators. Stylistic changes, powertrain changes, everything that's come with new model year 25 and newer XUV 845 and 875 series Gators. So let's get into it. All right guys, so let's start at the back here. On my right, we have the previous model, the XUV 835M. And on my left is the new and improved XUV 845M series from John Deere. These are two very comparable machines to each other. So a lot of the big changes and the big differences on the new model you can see are on the bed, the tailgate, and the lights themselves. We have a new stylistically changed tailgate with a bigger handle for dropping the tailgate. We have a new LED style rear light that's all encompassing brake lights and turn signals into the back. We also have a bigger bed itself. You can see the new bed is now just as wide as the cab is, where on the old model, the bed is slightly narrower, so we pick up some cubic feet of capacity on this new bed. If we drop the tailgate here, you get a good look at the inside of the new bed on the new XUV 845M. You can see it's wider. Specifically focusing on the bed itself, we have integrated rails where we can drop 2x4s to create compartments within our bed for sorting things such as plants, tools, whatever you'd like. You can drop 2x6s and create up to 5 compartments in the back of this bed. We have a new 12-volt power accessory outlet right here on the front. Really slick for getting power back to the bed. A new updated style D-ring for strapping things down. This was more of a clip in the predecessor XUV 835M series. On top of our rail, we have an upgraded, beefed up protection rail for dropping things on top of the bed itself to keep the bed from being damaged. And then as you can kind of see, we have these square mounts on the top of the bed, and this will house our new Artillon brand cargo rack that will come up and be as tall as our cab to create a cargo rack in the back of your Gator for carrying things around like tools, power tools, think of your weed eaters, your ladders, and stuff like that that are longer and can be stored up higher, much like a pickup truck could offer for somebody. Lastly, our tailgate. We have a redesigned tailgate here with an upgraded ruler for measuring without a tape measure. We have a recessed channel right here for laying materials such as pipe, 2x4s, and stuff like that to help hold as we cut. And then our impressions on the back here, we have cup holders, one on each side, and then also hardware holders, I'll call them, for nuts and bolts if you're disassembling things at the rear of your tailgate, to be able to not lose your hardware near as easily by keeping them in a collective place. So as you can see, nice and beefed up, heavy-duty tailgate, a lot of good stuff inside the bed. All right, so let's get into the new chassis optimization changes for the new XUV 845M series. Underneath here, the first thing we're going to notice is our exhaust system. We rerouted our exhaust system to quiet down the engine a little bit. So those that are looking for a quiet and pleasurable riding experience, here you go. Also underneath here, you'll see we changed our suspension, shocks, and coilover system. This Gator sits up a little bit higher than a predecessor XUV 835M, and you'll notice that when you get into off-road situations, the suspension reacts a lot quicker to create a nicer ride. All right, so just quickly on this side, the passenger side of the new XUV 845M, we want to look at our engine air intake and our CVT air intake. We've relocated our CVT air intake up higher, and with this integrated grate in front of it to make it harder to get dirt, dust, debris, snow, whatever it is, into the CVT air intake, which will help extend our belt life on these Gators, the drive belt that drives this thing forward when you hit the gas. Next, our engine air intake. You'll notice this is more recessed. It's still just as easy to service, but it's also in a little bit different of a position to make it harder to get dirt, dust, debris, snow, you name it, into the engine air intake, which will extend our engine air intake filter life. Two quick, subtle changes that Deere has improved on this machine. All right, guys, just sitting here in the cab of this new XUV 845M Gator, and just a couple differences to go over. We have new stylistic marine-grade vinyl seats that are easier to clean and a lot more durable. So if you're getting in and out of this cab a lot of friction, coveralls on, tools in your pocket, these seats are going to hold up a lot stronger, okay? Next, we want to talk about the fact that we have now from John Deere a factory installed radio option. So you can get an AM/FM Bluetooth radio installed from the factory now from John Deere in this new series Gator. And one other little subtle change that we've made is our LED digital display that shows us our speed, our fuel level, all of our information. The driver information display now sits up a little higher, so it's easier to see behind the steering wheel itself. Just some quick changes we've made to update these things and make them more user-friendly for people. So our powertrain options, engine and transmission, really virtually remained unchanged. We still have the same rugged 53 horsepower engine and CVT transmission that we've always had. Don't forget, we also offer diesel options in these if that's a better fit for you. Whether it's off-road, property management, on-road use, whatever you're looking to do with these things, they all have a spec and a fit that we can match to your needs as an operator. So that's gonna wrap it up for this one, guys. Hopefully we've shown you enough differences between these two model of Gators to help you make an informed decision on which one's best for you. For more information, for ordering, for purchasing, visit your local Heritage Tractor location. This is Matt Jr. signing off.